Hi everyone, welcome to another live. So today is another crafty gupshup grub. So today we have another crafty gupshup session by Craft Angles. Lot of tongue twister in that one sentence. Can people see me? If you could comment and if you are able to see me and hear me properly, if you could just comment down below so that I can know whether you guys can hear me. Hello, hello everyone. Am I audible? Okay. Hi Shivani. Okay. So Shivani, can you hear me? Hi everybody, I can see people have started joining. Hello, welcome to another Crafty Gupshup session. Yes, I'm audible. Okay. Okay. Great, great, great. So today we are live with another crafty session, and as you know, I spoke about it in my last live. We are kind of doing rotational things, so we are trying out new art forms. And from next month, I have a couple of new faces who will be joining us in our crafty gupshup sessions. So I hope you are excited to see that. Plus, as always, we try to give you as much information on products at the same time, teach you some cool techniques, which I don't know if you guys know. It's well and good, you can see them in action, and if you don't, you're definitely learning something new. So for today, before I get into my actual life, as always, I am sharing a couple of things with you. First thing which I wanted to share was these cards that we made in our live last time. Okay, so I'll keep this aside. So these, if you remember, our last session was just a second. Let me just some residual paint. Apologies. So in our last session, we it was all about a Father's Day, and we tackled a couple of projects including decoupage, card making, tag making, etc. So I think we did 4 5 types of projects, and these were the last one that we did. Hi Ekta, hello Ashwini. And these were the simple tags. I think we made all these tags within 10 minutes during our live, so those were that easy to make. And then we did two slimline cards. So these were two slimline cards that we made. This one was using ink blending and this one was using stamping. Again, very quick cards to make, not a lot of not a lot of effort. Then we also did a decoupage project. So let me just show you that project. So this was the project, and right now I am using it to store my blending brushes. It will go to my father once I complete varnishing all the four sides, but this was the project that we did. This was the decoupage project that we did with image transfers. And then we also shared a couple of reels in this week. If you follow our social media or on our YouTube channel. So all these cards were shared. So these were all Father's Day inspiration, that we shared with you all. We also have, since tomorrow is Father's Day, we also have a couple of more inspirations that we are going to share with you. But those were it. Now on to a new launch, before I get into the Crafty Gupshup, and also some good news. The good news is that we'll soon be doing a release. We have some new products lined up for you all. There was a delay of a couple of days, so actually we wanted to do release this week, but due to some delays, we are expecting to do a release next week. So next week we'll have another live of our release. So do stay tuned to see what are the new products. And on the new product that we launched this week, so it was kind of a soft launch that we did, that was these promotional kits. So we have started a concept of something called as Craft Angles promotional kits. So the idea of these kits are that you try and use our products, and for those of you who are trying out new art forms, they can try out new art forms. And for those of you who have not given try to craft angles product for that particular art, you can definitely try this out. These promotional kits are not going to be super expensive. The main idea, as the name suggests, is promotional, right? So these are going to be extremely budget friendly kits for you all, so that you all can try out, different techniques, and you all can try out our products. So this is the first promotional kit that we have launched, and it is a decoupage tray and coaster set. And in this kit you will get everything that is there, that is needed to make this kit. That includes this tray, this coasters, the paints, everything. The only thing that is not included is things like paint brushes and scissors, which I think most of the people would already have. So, we did not want to just add on duplicates. So this kit is priced at 500 rupees. And this 500 rupees is for people who can join us on 2nd July on our Craft Angle studio. It's in Kandivali, and there are tickets open for it. So you can definitely WhatsApp us or DM us to book a seat on Craft Angles promotional kit, mandala, decoupage, and tray coaster set. That's only for 500 rupees on 2nd July. And the online kit is also for 500 rupees. However, you have to pay 100 rupees shipping extra. So the shipping charges is flat across India, and it's going to be 100 rupees. So the total is 600 rupees, and it's already available on our website. So if you go and add it to your cart and check out, you will not be charged any additional shipping. The total will be 600 rupees, everything included, for making this tray and coaster set. So that was our promotional workshop. And of course, that we'll be doing our product release hopefully next week. And we'll be sharing, of course, a lot of new exciting products with you all. And the next thing that I wanted to do was, as you guys had told me that, based on the poll, all of you wanted to do a card making session. And in that poll, we had given you a lot of options, like you want to see love cards, birthday cards, wedding cards, and floral cards. And most of you came back saying that you wanted inspiration for floral cards. And that is what we'll be doing today. So before I get into the floral cards, I wanted to show you some of the floral stamps that we have in Craft Angles. Now, again, I don't have the entire range. I pick and choose the ones which I use the most. So I'll show you those designs. So this is Friends Forever. It's a plant come floral stamp. Then this is Delicate Flowers. It has a lot of small flowers. And this is Just a Note. So it's a tulip one. And then we have something which is Ethnic Borders. So even though it's an ethnic border, it has a lot of flowers in it, because it has those Indian style borders. Then we have You Are in My Thoughts. So it's another floral stamp. And then we have another floral stamp which is called as Happily Ever After. And then we have a large size stamp set which is called as Mom You Rock. So again, all of these are floral stamps. You have a lot of options to choose from, and you can decide to make how different types of floral cards, etc. However, what I'm going to do today is I'm going to try and show you different ways in which you can make floral cards, not just using the stamps. So I hope it's exciting enough for you all. And the second thing which I wanted to tell you was that since Raksha Bandhan, people have already started, making Raksha Bandhan stuff. And you would have already seen that these stamps are quite popular, and a lot of our customers, tag us making projects with these stamps. So I just wanted to remind you, because they are old stamps. So, sometimes you kind of forget that these stamps are available. So these are Raksha Bandhan stamps specifically made for Indian people, which, we had released, I think, 2-3 years back, and they have been extremely popular. And these are also available if you want to make Rakhi cards or, handmade Rakhi tags, etc. So now that everything is done, first card that I want to make is using something very basic. So I'll be doing cards using stamps, of course, because that's the traditional way. But before doing that, I wanted to make a card using something which normally you don't expect, because a lot of time what happens is our customers come and tell us that, can we use your stickers? Can we use this in card making, or do I always have to invest in stamps? Now, I would suggest start small. So invest in a couple of stamps that you like, invest in a couple of ink pads. That is how I also started. And then, you can grow your collection. So the first card that we'll be making is slimline card, and for that I am using this particular notelets pack by Craft Angles. It has 10 card bases and 10 envelopes. So, it makes your life extremely easy. And what we have to do, all you have to do is just fold this in half and your card is ready to go. Okay. Your card base is ready, no cutting, nothing. So, if you are a person who makes a lot of bulk card, this would make a lot of sense. Okay. And the next thing that I want to use in my slimline card is this element pack. Hi, Sneha. So this is the element pack that I'll be using. This is called as Watercolor Florals 1. Okay. And what I plan to do is basically, since this piece is too big to come into an A2 card size, right? So what I thought was I'll make a slimline card. And you guys will also have some inspiration on how to use slimline cards. So as you can see, right off the bat, like this is a major focal point of your project. So you don't need to do stamping or anything. In today's world, you have so many options to make card making. It's not just about stamps, right? Stamps, stencils. If you are a scrapbooker, let's say, for example, then you would have a lot of our element packs. Then you can simply layer our element packs and make beautiful cards in a couple of minutes. That's the beauty of our element packs. And I thought, let's start with that. And of course, in the background, you could do stamping, you could do stenciling, you could do a lot of things to make, kind of create a layered look. Thank you, Sneha. So, you could definitely do that, or what you can do is simply color stuff, etc. So, what I'll do is I'll just add a little bit of color. Okay, I'll take my bigger brush and I'll just add a little bit of black. Now, remember, this is not a watercolor paper. So, you have to be careful about the amount of water you are adding on top of your paper. These kind of light washes will work. It will not have any issues because this paper is meant to take light washes on your card, etc. And that's it. I just added a little bit of black and I'm kind of blending it. And kind of creating an organic pattern. So my idea is just to add a blob of color, but not cover my complete card base with the same. And then I'll dry this with my heat tool. Hi, Shelly. So that's it. I kind of just added a little bit of color on my card base. And what I'll do is I will add this element pack. So it will kind of give us good contrast. And that's it. Then I'll add a sentiment and, we'll call our first card done. A very simple card, guys. Not a lot of things going on, but it will still look beautiful. So let me check. Yeah. So here I'm using my white double-sided foam tape and my scissors. Now in such kind of cards, where I don't have a lot of stuff going on, like I don't have a lot of layers going on. In those cases, I like to add foam tapes. So they kind of immediately create a dimension on your project. You don't need to have a lot of layers. Like not every card needs to be a lot of coloring, stenciling, stamping, etc. So, yeah. So that's it. I'll just remove the backing on my piece. Now this piece I had already fussy cut from my element pack, which I showed you earlier. I kind of cut it and kept it ready to save the time. But if you are into fussy cutting, normally I like to do fussy cutting when I'm watching television or when I'm watching my favorite show. So that's why I normally tend to do fussy cutting during those time and keep it ready for my projects. However, you could definitely fussy cut it. It's not a very intricate design. It's from this pack, which is called Watercolor Florals. In one pack, you get 3 sheets of A4, and every sheet is different design. So this is just one of the design that I'm using. So that is what I add over here. And then just for some interest, what I'll do is I'll add some splatters, okay, on the sides. So whatever organic pattern we kind of created in the background, that will tie in with the splatters, etc. And then for the sentiment, of course, you could use any of these stamps that I showed you earlier and, make like beautiful stamped background and use them on your cards. However, we have these beautiful sentiment sheets, which are, perfect for making cards. So I was kind of thinking that we'll use them for a couple of cards, and in a couple of cards, we'll do stamping. So, you can see both. So I'm just trying to see the uh, sentiment that I want to use. Okay, I wanted to use a friendship sentiment in my card. Okay, and then I was just thinking which one to use. So I was thinking I really like this sentiment, which is called as "You Are Cherished." Okay, I feel it goes really beautifully with this floral piece that we have. So all I have to do is, cut this out using my scissors. You could also use your trimmer, guys. I am kind of avoiding using trimmers because I know not everybody owns a trimmer. But of course, you could use your trimmers and cut and, create strips beforehand and keep it ready. So this is what I'll be using, which says "You Are Cherished." So these are sentiment sheets which I used. And all I'll do is I will just take some liquid glue and I'll add that on a top of my card. Now, since with liquid glue you have some time, you can play around and like position your sentiment. So this is the first card, simple card, and it looks. Trust me, guys, it looks beautiful in person. It has a lot of vibrant colors, and it literally took us 5 minutes to whip up this card. If you count fussy cutting, I think within 15 minutes you should be done with this card. So that was the first way in which you can use different products to make cards, not just stamps. So the first way is to use our element pack and sentiment sheets to create your own custom card. It doesn't always have to be stamps. So that's the first card. I'll keep it aside. then I'll move on to the second way of making cards, right? So I will be doing stamping, guys. Don't worry, I'll be showing you stamping because I love stamping. So definitely that's gonna come. I was thinking to do one more card using a completely different product, which I know people don't use a lot. And for that, I'm using this this is horizontal folding notelet. So this is just your regular A2 card size that I'm using. And this is again, I think, two 250 or 300 GSM card base that I'm using. Again, it's a notelet pack, so you get elements and card base. And for this card, what I'm doing is I'll be using another product, which is transfer sheets, right? If you are a decoupage artist, then you would have our transfer sheets. I know for sure because it's a hot selling item and many artists have it. Now, as you can see, I've already used some part of it. This is one of my favorite design. The design is called as Spring Flowers 13. Code is 101 of transfer sheet. So I thought let's show you, how to use transfer sheets in a card, because why not, right? I mean, I understand that people use it in decoupage, but you could definitely use it anywhere. There is no restriction that it can only be used in decoupage. So what I do is I kind of go around the design. First, I'll just cut it out, and then I will kind of go around the design in a better way so that there is not a lot of white area hanging. With transfer sheet, you don't have to be super precise like how we were with our element pack. You can be pretty quick about it. But I still like to do, slight fussy cutting here and there, especially when I'm using it on cards because I don't have anything in the background, right? I'm using a plain white paper. So I think that it's always better to do some slight fussy cutting here and there. Again, we'll do some very quick fussy cutting. So do you like floral cards? Because, I was really surprised that there were a lot of the poll, there was a lot of tie between a wedding card and floral cards. And then finally, floral card won. So do you guys like floral cards a lot? I feel it's quite versatile, you can gift it for any occasions. And if you are into like browns and grunge tones, colors, you can also gift it to a man. Like, I'm sure it's fine. So, what's your favorite way to make cards? Like, is it floral cards or is it baby cards? What kind of cards do you like? Come on, don't be shy, guys. Do comment. Hi, Nadia. So, that's it. That's the design that I want to put. Oh, you like floral cards. That's nice. You like florals. So, what kind of what do you use the most? Floral decoupage papers, floral stamps. What do you use? So now, if you remember in my one of the earlier release, I had created an art journal page. Okay, it had some beautiful script in it and all that. So I thought, why not make a mixed media card similar to it, right? Because a lot of people like mixed media card these days. Florals are like 364 days ongoing things. Wow. That's great, Urvi. That's great. I also love florals, and especially coloring a good floral card is so much fun. I enjoy coloring floral stamps. Like earlier, I used to hate it, but now I enjoy it a lot. So now what I'll do is I'll take this VersaFine Onyx Black ink and I will stamp it to my most favorite stamp set, which I think you would have seen in my every live, and that is the script stamp. And what I'll do is again, as you would have seen in my earlier lives, right? I am not going for perfection because I'm kind of making a mixed media card. Okay. So all I want to do is just put in some pattern. Now, wherever I want to put pattern, I dab my fingers. So that ways I get patterns in those area. Okay. So this is how the pattern looks. And then I'll clean my stamp set quickly. Now you could, of course, you could have done stenciling on top of it. Again, the same thing as we did with our last card. Oh, wow, Sneha. Element sheets, transfer sheets. Nice, Nadia. Nadia, I think you missed. This is the, for those of you who missed out, because I think a few people joined in late. This is the first card we made using element packs and just kind of using watercolors in the background. So this was a slimline card. And this is the second card that we are making. So my idea is to show you cards not just using stamps, because of course we have a huge range of stamps which I already showed you in my live, but probably by the end of it I'll show you again. So you can definitely use stamps if you are a hardcore card maker like me. But if let's say you are a beginner, let's say if you're a scrapbooker, you can start with element pack. If you are a decoupage artist, you can start with our transfers and get into card making. That's great, Urvi. That's great. That's great. Same here, actually. I have a lot of florals in like every area. So that is why you see me using element pack, transfer sheets, and even like stickers, which I'll show you next. So this is just now, whenever you are transferring on paper, guys, be extra careful because uh, with transfers, with the paper, you have to be extremely careful that you don't ruin your paper when you add water. Okay, so just be extra careful. I'll take a printer paper. Where did I keep my paper? Yeah. So I'll just take some clean water in a brush. Hi Hazel, how are you? How is weekend going on for everybody, guys? So you can see immediately that normally with whenever I use my transfers on a wooden thing or on a journal, I don't worry about going beyond the area, right? However, when I'm doing it on paper, I'm extremely careful that I don't put a lot of water on my transfers, because I don't want my paper to be ruined, because of water and everything. So just be careful on that front whenever you are using transfers on paper. Rest everything remains same. You don't have to worry about anything else. It reacts exactly the same on paper as it would react on an MDF piece or on a glass piece or on a metal piece or on a journal page, right? So I'll just see if, yeah, it has already started to slide, right? So that's it. And another pro tip is whenever you want your transfers to dry fastly, just go with a light hand. That ways you'll remove most of the moisture and it will avoid cracking your transfers. Okay. In this particular case, since the design is so pretty, I did not want it cracked. So that is why I kind of put a paper on top of it. It took out all the moisture. So that is how it looks. We'll just quickly dry it for a second. Thank you, Urvi. Thank you, Sneha. Thank you, Nadia. Okay, now this looks quite good. However, I just wanted to balance out like these peach color in my card with another way, because this peach is very less. So I probably not peach. Let me see. I'll just take a teal color. No, I'll take a black. It's my favorite for splatters. So I'll just take a little bit of black on my side. I don't want a very concentrated color, so I'm just taking a little bit on my palette here. Okay. And what is the name of this transfer? Nadia, the name of this transfer is called Spring Flowers 13. The code is CTDTS-101. So you can search by name or by code and you'll be able to find it. So now all I'll do is just add some splatters. Because with my mixed media card, I like to add splatters, you know. It just kind of gives in more interest. And we'll try this again. Yeah. So while this dries, I'll just take a paper and dab it because the droplets will take a lot of time to dab. Since the color was already added, you can see the color is already on paper and that will kind of give me a light effect of droplets. So I'll just take a clean area of napkin every time and just dab it. So it kind of gives me subtle droplet effect. And then again for this card also I'll use a sentiment sheet, ready sentiment sheets, pre-printed ones. And I think I'll go with a motivational quote for this card. Okay. And so a lot of people, you know, they ask me that where do we use sentiment sheets, right? So it's not just journaling that you use it. You can actually use it anywhere that you like. I love to use them in my cards, especially the motivational sentiments, because normally you don't have a lot of stamp set which will have these kind of varied sentiments available in a stamp. So, you know, with stamps, you only have selected like Father's Day, Mother's Day, friends, and etc. etc. So, those kind of sentiment you will find. But with sentiment sheets, you'll have a huge option that you can use in your cards. So, I was thinking what to do, which one to use. I'm just kind of reading, you know, I really like to read and just see which sentiment is calling to me and, you know, use that. So, I was thinking, let's use this, which says, You matter to me. So, you know, it's kind of a generic card that you can give to your friend, to your parents, you know, to your better half. So, I'll just cut this out. Again, as I said, you know, you could have used even trimmer to cut this out. Since I am just lazy, you could say I'm using scissors. And then, you know, I could have foam mounted this. It would look really pretty. And let's do that. Let's foam mount this using foam. And all these mostly that I'm showing you, most of these cards are one layer cards. Like, because I really like making, you know, one layer cards, or they'll have single focal point. They don't have a lot of multiple layers into them. They are not very complicated per se. And extremely beginner friendly cards kind of thing. So I remove these backing and we add this. Look, kind of eyeball it. If you know, you're a super precise person, you could definitely take a scale and, you know, put it and do it. I'll just eyeball it. So this was another card. I think it took us a 10 minutes approximately to make this card. So that's how easy it is, guys, to do cards, you know. So that was the second card which I wanted to show you using transfers. So this was using element packs and this is what we did using transfers. Now the next card that I want to show you is another fun idea. Actually, this idea came to me when one of our customers asked us on live that could you show us a tutorial on how we can use stickers in card making. So I think she is primarily a card maker. So she wanted to get a couple of ideas on how we can use, you know, these journaling stickers in cards. So it got me thinking, and I was like, how can we incorporate it in floral cards? Because in florals, we currently don't have a lot of stickers. It's primarily vintage people, vintage borders, etc. So I thought, let's use this potted plants sticker. So these are actually our sticker rolls, which are like 12-inch, which are like 2.25 inches in width or height and 18 inches in length. And you get in one sticker roll, you get five different sheets, but in a similar theme. So this is potted plants, and in one pack, you get five different sheets of potted plants. This is one of them that I'm using, and this is called as vintage frames, and this is one of it that I'm using. It has silver frames in one of the design, it has different kind of golden frames and other designs, so on and so forth. I decided to use this particular design for my card today. So what I'm doing is I have kind of already fussy cut, as you can see, three plants that I wanted to use from this particular design, and then I'll take corresponding three frames from here, and I'll just cut them so that there is not a lot of white in the frames. Yeah. And then I'll also be cutting the insides. So these are primarily our journaling supplies, and today we'll be using them in our card making. So again, this is going to be kind of like a vintagey card, not your typical floral, clean and simple card. So the idea was to make a two clean and simple cards, which is using our element pack, and the one which we'll make using our stamps. And we'll be making two kind of a vintagey mixed media kind of a card. So first one that we did was using transfers, and this one that we are doing is using stickers. So you can see how what I did was I kind of folded my sticker in half, just roughly, so that I could do a cut in between. And that ways I can put my scissor inside, and I will just remove this white part because I want to kind of have a see-through design. And then we'll quickly cut out the three frames to create this kind of frame. Okay. As you can see, it goes very quickly. It doesn't take a lot of time. And trust me, guys, if you know you have to do a lot of fussy cutting, do it when you are watching your favorite show, or when you just want to chill. Fussy cutting goes very quickly that ways. I just wanted to show you some fussy cutting in the live, because I know a lot of people would then say, you kept everything ready. You did not show us how to do fussy cutting. So I thought I'll show you a little bit of fussy cutting. So tomorrow is Father's Day. Is everyone prepared for Father's Day? Like, are you done with your gifts, with your DIYs that you wanted to make for your fathers? If anyone is doing custom orders, are your orders complete? Did your client like all the Father's Day projects that you made for them? So that's it. That's the frame cutting part, and we are done. Okay. So these were the now what I want to see first is that will my these three frames fit into a card, regular card, or should I be taking a slimline card? Okay. So it doesn't fit in a regular card. So I'll take a slimline card. And that's a good thing because a lot of you have been asking for slimline cards, you know. So I thought, why not make another slimline card? So again, using the same notelets, which has a corresponding envelope and card base. And I'll just take this, fold it in a half. Yeah, I want a textured side on the outside. So I'll take that. It's as simple as that. You also have a corresponding envelope. And now what I want to do is I will be putting this like so. Okay. And I was thinking that let's also do some stamping in the background so that, it's just some mixed media kind of a feel. And, you are just adding another point of interest through these frames. So again, I'll take one of my stamp. This time we'll take musical notes. So these has all this beautiful, pretty musical note kind of a pattern on top of it. And what I'll do is I will kind of eyeball where I'm going to place my frame, and then I will stamp. It's okay if it goes outside a bit, but I don't want to put a lot of pattern. Okay. So you can see how it looks. Then we will put in another frame. Yeah. We will add it like so. And then we'll do a third here. Now, this is just for interest, guys. You could have honestly used, any sentiment, sorry, any stamp of your choice, or you could have also done stenciling with some ink through to create this pattern. I find these kind of mixed media stamps to be really helpful when you want to create such kind of patterns. Now, we'll dry this quickly. Okay, and then we'll start using these stickers. So we'll start placing them. So these are the stickers. So you can see, they have a backing which you need to remove. Okay. So this is how they look. And then, you can start placing them based on how you want them on top of your card. Now, if you wanted to foam mount them, you could have definitely done it. Don't remove these stickers. Put foam tape on the back and use the foam tape to mount it. I will keep this card flat because I feel my every card will be foam mounted then for today. Okay, again, you peel the stickers off. Oops. So you can see how already, it looks like frames. Now, here, this would have been a beautiful card where you could have also used vintage people inside from our vintage journal collection. So let me just show you. If you are a person who likes a lot of butterflies, you could have actually put in butterflies in front like so. No, you could have created like one, two, three different butterflies. If you are a person who likes vintage people, or these I am woman collection, you could have done different women inside these frames, and you could have made like a woman's day card. And then similarly, we have vintage people, vintage ladies. So you could have taken a these ladies and created a vintage frame kind of a thing. So there are a lot of ways you could just do it purely, using stickers. Since we were doing a floral theme, I wanted to kind of stick to using flowers or floral products as my focal point. So that is why I'm using potted plants as my focal point. Yeah. So that is how the flowers have come together. The frames have come together. Now we'll start sticking the pots. Yeah. Thank you, Nadia. So if kind of have any queries, you guys have any queries of what products you would like to see next, or what things you would like to see, because normally I get a lot of queries when we do releases. So now what we have done is we have started coming live just to show you how you can use our different products in lives, so that people can see firsthand how they work, etc., and how versatile they are. But if you have any queries about any products, please, feel free to comment down below. And in case if I don't know about it, I will definitely do my research and get back to you in my next live. So that was my second plant, and now I'm putting my third plant. So that is a very clean and simple looking card that we created. Now all it needs are some good, nice sentiments. So I was thinking this is a tricky one, like what sentiments should we use? Because it's I mean, it can be anything. It can also be a motivational card as well. So I was thinking, let's do this. Okay, I'll use this motivational sentiments too. So in our earlier card, we used motivational sentiments one, and I'll make this as a kind of a motivational card. So we'll have three quotes for three places that we added, and every quote will be a motivational quote. Okay. So I like all these three, like you are so loved, try new things, believe in yourself. So we'll use all three of those. Again, you can see, guys, that once you have sentiment and stuff ready, like cards go so quickly. This is my third card of the live, where I'm yet to use a stamp as my focal point for card making. But we'll be doing that as well. But just to show you, that the cards is not just about stamps. You can use what you have. Just think outside the box. So I'll now start cutting them first. Then we'll trim them. Now I tend to gravitate more towards, black sentiment. However, you could have also used the white ones. They would have also looked equally beautiful. I like to use the white ones in more of my colorful cards. Or if you want to make, this would also make a good, like, congratulations on your new home kind of a card. That will also look nice. So I was thinking, do try new things here. Yeah. And I'm just kind of playing with placement to see how I want my things to look. And then we will put third one here, which says you are so loved. Okay. This placement I kind of like. So I'll just flatten out everything and start sticking. Now you could have again added foam tape for added dimension. I'll keep this card flat. Also, for those of you who don't follow us regularly or who just come for live, we have a mega giveaway going on our Instagram. So you can check the same out. There is, I think, on every day in our stories, we kind of put that post. So you can check out all the details on how to win in that giveaway. So there are a couple of things that you need to follow, and if you do that, you could be the lucky one. So, all the best. A lot of fun things to be won. So that was our third sentiment. This is more of a motivational card. So for motivational, I normally like to, use such kind of like vintagey, offbeat things. So this is another slimline card that we made. This is primarily using our journaling stickers and our sentiment sheets. Okay. And I will let this kept aside. And now the final card is what I'll make using our stamps, because I know a lot of you have been wanting me to use stamps in our card making. So I'll definitely do that. So this is our 100% cotton craft angles paper. So this is cold press paper that I'm using. And then I will use one of the stamps from this complete collection that I showed you, right? So many floral stamps option. So I was just, let me browse. Where did my favorite stamp go? Wanted to use one of my favorite stamp. I wanted to showcase it to you as well. Just give me a minute. I think I misplaced it. So there. Okay. Seem to have misplaced that one of my favorite stamp. I'll later on probably show you card using that. We'll use another one. So we'll use this particular one which says you are in my thoughts. Hi Suprita. So I'll use this stamp set. Actually, I wanted to show you my lotus stamp set. It's one of my favorite for the technique that I was going to do. But we'll use this card also. You could use any floral stamp really. It's just that that one I feel will look more beautiful when you color. But we'll use that. Now here I'm using a powder tool and I'm kind of just, rubbing off just to make sure that there is no oil on my hand, etc. That is there on top of this paper, because we'll be doing embossing on top of it. Okay, I'll take a printer paper. Yeah, and I'll take my Versamark ink, and this is specially an embossing ink. And what I'll do is I will take this stamp set and I will start stamping. Now I want to create a kind of a floral border. I don't want to, like, do it as a center or focal point. This I'll kind of create like a wreath. No worries, Parvati. How is your shopping going on? Hi. So I'll start stamping in the corners, and I will create this kind of a pattern. Now, it's not necessary that you use a watercolor paper. You could have honestly used a dual textured white, and it would have worked out as well. With watercolor paper, you have to stamp properly and make sure, that it kind of stamps properly, because it is a textured paper after all. Uh, we will be doing very light watercoloring, so you could have gotten away using a dual textured white as well. However, I just wanted to show you that you could also easily stamp on a watercolor paper as well. Awesome, awesome. You enjoy shopping, then it's good. You already know that I hate shopping. How many of you hate shopping? Like, I know I hate shopping for sure. So now what I'll do is I will use my Ranger Superfine White powder. So I've kind of kept it in a bottle because I tend to use a lot of white embossing powder. So I use it like so. Okay. Again, all the products, guys, that whatever I'm talking about are using, they are all available on a handmade website. In case you are interested in any particular product, you want link or you want name of that, please feel free to comment below, and I'll be happy to help and provide a link for the same. So here we'll be doing some embossing and heating, because it's again a very traditional technique related to card making. Like, card making, first thing, the first most difficult thing that you will learn is heat embossing. Thank you, Parvati. Good, yaar, you love shopping. I hate shopping. So right now you may not be able to see the powder, but once we start putting color, you'll be able to see, all those beautiful pattern coming. Okay. So as you can see, I don't know if the camera will catch, but do you see all that beautiful pattern? You should be able to see here. That is all the beautiful embossing that we did. So embossing is technically you put an embossing ink. On top of that, it will you put the powder. So wherever that ink is, the powder will stick through, and then you heat it. So it will give you this kind of melted effect. And trust me, it's like one of the most beautiful way in which you can add interest to your cards. Embossing is an amazing technique. Absolutely, I agree. And yeah, craft supply shopping happens every month. That is never like a question. So now, as you know, Parvati had told us last time also that it is a Pride month. And what better way than to make a rainbow card? So I thought, let's make a rainbow floral card for you all. So the idea is that once I have this bag kind of a border created using floral stamps, I'll start painting them in a rainbow order. In between, the colors will merge, and they'll create a beautiful effect. And then in the center, we can add a sentiment, or we'll add a pre-printed sentiment. Let's see, depending on how much space we have. Thank you, Suprita. Thank you, guys. So I will, before I start coloring, just to show you guys, in case, you missed out and later on you want to see the live again. So this is the first card that we made using Element Pack. So the idea of today's live session is that you just don't need to have stamps to make a card, and that is why I was trying to show you different techniques. So the first card that I made was using Element Pack floral element as the key focal point of our card. And again, you can see it's a floral card, it's a slimline card. This one uses transfer sheets and the same technique which we did in our art journaling, but on a mixed media kind of a card. So again, here the stamp is not the focal point, the transfer is the focal point. Here I have used our journaling stickers to make a slimline card. And again, here also the stamp is not the main focus, our stickers are the main floral focus of the card. And again, another slimline for you all. And this is the last card for the day, where I will be making it the traditional way, like how we used to do with stamps and stuff. So I'll start with violet. I have all the colors in my palette removed. So I will take a little bit, because remember, with liquid watercolors, less is more. So always start with less, and then if you think that you need to add more, you can definitely add more. Even let's say you added more, you can definitely take it back with some water and with some paper, because it's water reactive. So on the edges, I will go darker, and then on the sides, I will blend it with the water. Heat resistant acetate. Sure, sure. We'll see what we can do, Suprita. Thank you for the idea. And also for those of you who missed out, we will be having a live release, hopefully next week, where we have some exciting new product launches for you all. So I hope you join us during that live as well. Now I'll put blue. Again, I'm using the same thing. I have put it, the concentrated area is the top, and then in the center, I'm kind of blending it out. And then wherever two colors meet, I blend it as well, so just to make it more seamless. And as you can see, the design has already started popping up. So Vibgyor, violet, indigo, blue, green. Okay, now next is green. Okay, so I will put in some green. If you want to give someone a happy card, trust me, guys, this is one of the most happy card that I have ever made. This card, after completion, looks so pretty and happy. Then we'll move to yellow. Again, all these colors that I'm using are liquid watercolors. Most of them are part of our primary set. But for those of you who are interested, the colors are Vibrant Violet for violet. Poolside is the color which I'm using for blue. Evergreen is the color that I'm using for green. And then Lemon Tart is the yellow. Hi, Vinita. Yeah, you joined in late. No worries, you can see it later on. Hi, Vinita. Both Vinitas came in together. Plan कर रहे हो क्या? Hi, Amjala. Yeah, so this is actually not stenciling, it's embossing that we did with stamps. So this is the stamp set that we used, which is called You Are in My Thoughts. In case you want to learn this technique, you can later on watch the repeat of the same. So now I'll move on to the red, which is called as Soulmate. Yeah, and I will start blending the colors. So the concentrated one in the areas where, sorry, I should have orange. It should have been orange. Okay. See, I always, with rainbows, I always do something wrong. It should have been orange. No problem. It's wet. I will just. So here you can see, how beautifully the liquid watercolors lift off also. So I did that testing for you all as well. So do you see how by adding waters, I'm just able to lift off all the color? Now by mistake next to yellow, I had to put orange. I put in red. So I just removed all the red and now I'll go back with orange. So the orange that I'm using is Autumn Blaze. It's again part of our primary set. The only color which is not a part of our primary set is this violet. We have a different, we don't have a violet in primary. So you can buy it separately, in case you like the shade. And now I'll move on to red. कोई नहीं, no issues, Vinita, it's okay. Hi, Vinita. Hi, Vinita Jain, and hello, Vinny's Corner. I think I'll call you Vinny's Corner so it's easier, to differentiate. So again, I'm putting red on the corners and I'll kind of blend it out. Yeah. And you can see now the entire pattern is showing through, right? All the pattern that we did, everything is showing through, all that beautiful embossing that we did. And I will just add a little bit more on the edges because I felt, it was lightened up. That's it. I'm not going to touch it anymore and I'll dry this. Thank you, Nadia, for your comment. Yes, I was going to say the exact same thing, Parvati, that even if you don't buy all the colors, buy violet. It's an amazing color and it's so concentrated that I always go light-handed, and now I feel that I need a little bit of more violet. It's one of the most beautiful color. Actually, all these six colors that I'm showing you, they are my favorites. So now I'll restrict myself and not do any splatter splutter on top of it. I'll keep it clean. Okay, I'll not do it. And so here, let me show you the close up. So do you see all that all that stamping that we did and the embossing that is showing through? And in the center, I have purposefully kept it light because all the colors will, blend. And if we keep concentrated ones, it may muddy up and create a brown color. Hi, Craving Crafts. Today everybody was late, yeah. ऐसे मत किया करो. So then, what I was thinking is that just to matte, just to kind of balance out all the colors that are going on in the background, I thought let's do this black frame. Okay, so we'll do that. I'll just remove this. Okay. And I will use my red tape to secure everything. Yeah. Today Mona Lisa is missing. We should ask her. I'll ask her after the live what happened. I'll just add this like and then I'll mount it on top of our card base. And then I'll add the sentiment. Now guys, remember purposefully I've not added any splatter on this card because I wanted to keep this clean and simple. हाँ विनीता वैसे कर लेना. मूवी आ गया दोस्त के पहले बोलो ये कोई बात है. एंड क्राफ्टिंग के पहले मूवी मतलब मूवी शुड ऑलवेज कम आफ्टर क्राफ्टिंग फॉर अ क्राफ्टर. Yeah, so this is how it looks. And now what we'll do is we will make a card out of this. I'm thinking, I'm debating, should I do a like a vertical opening card or should I do a horizontal opening card? Like, should I do like this or should I do like this? I think I'll do like this. So we'll do a vertical card. First, let me see what sentiment, I want to do. Now, there are a couple of options, if you want to do sentiment. Like, if you want to like make it a pure card making kind of a thing, you could use honestly any of your stamps which I showed you, right? Earlier, all these floral stamps that I showed you, you could have picked up any of the sentiment from them and did the same thing that we did over here. So you could have done white embossing on a black thing and put it here. It would look very beautiful. You could use any of them. Honestly, this is a sentiment stamp which I was actually planning to use earlier. It has some beautiful sentiment stamps in it that you could have used. But since we are running out of time a little bit and I just want to walk you through all the cards again, I think that I'll use like a pre-printed sentiment sheet again because it saves time. But again, whatever we did here, you could have done on a black cardstock. And like you could do anything like this. Make yourself proud sentiment really works. I really like there is beauty in everything as well. But if I want to gift it something, I feel make yourself proud would be a better sentiment if I want to gift a card to someone. It's just a lift me up kind of a card. So it's not like with motivational quotes, you will find a lot of those kind of sentiments, which I feel we all need now and then. You could have also used like, our friendship sentiments, our birthday sentiments, whatever, depending on, whatever card you are making. माफ किया माफ किया. Craving crafty is super late. So this is how I plan to do now. Trust me guys, black splatters would look beautiful on this, but I'm not doing it. If you guys tell me in the comments to do it, I'll do it. Or else I'll not add it, because I feel I do a lot of splatters and then people will be like, yaar same to same karti hai. Where did my foam take me? Yeah, so I'll just foam mount the sentiment. Okay, so I'll just cut out thin strips and add it at the back. So guys, क्या बोल रहे हो? Black splatter डाले ना डाले? Should we add some black splatters or should we not? Because I've already done it a lot in my previous cards. So whatever you guys decide, we can do. No, Urvi is saying no. Okay. Urvi is a clean and simple kind of girl, क्या? Simple is lovely, Hazel. Okay, got it. I think सब लोग को the amount of inspiration your life gives. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Craving Crafts. That's the best thing you could have said. So I think no is winning right now. So I will not do it. I will control myself and not do it. And now all The only thing that is left is just adding a horizontal card base. So where did I keep it? Today my table is all chaotic. Okay, here it is. So this is the notelet that I'll be using, card base and card envelope. Thank you, Nadia. Craving crafts, I completely agree. But आप टेंशन मत लो, मैंने दूसरे cards में I have added splatters, so I'll show that to you in a minute for those of you who joined in late. I agree. मेरे मतलब the splatters have become such an obsession, guys, that now I feel that if I don't do it, my my card is incomplete. But that is why I need to control myself, and I'll not add it. But I have added it in my other cards. So मतलब we have added splatters. Don't worry. मतलब विनीस कॉर्नर क्या बड़े बड़े मार रहे हो मतलब beauty lies in the eyes of onlooker. You have, I think you have read my motivational sentiments and gone too much into it, huh? But I agree. Beauty does it. Every person perceives it in a different way. So I'm sure everybody has their perspective, no doubt. So just what I'll do is I have added this layer of black cardstock. So this is Midnight Black Cardstock by Craft Angles. This serves two purpose. It will give us a black and white contrast. And what it will do is it will kind of balance out all those colors that we have going on top of our card, right? So whenever you are doing too many colorful like layers like how we did today, you can always add a layer of black and then mount it on a white. That will, trust me guys, that makes all the difference. So that is what is the fourth card. Now just to kind of brief everything. तो आज हमने क्या किया, right? So today we made four cards. The first card that we started off was using element pack. Now before I even get into it, our today's idea was that we had to make floral cards. So floral cards was what you selected in the poll, right? Today was a card making session. So my idea was that I wanted to create floral cards but not use just stamps, because that's very common. I do it in my weekly YouTube videos and you would be like, live mein kuch alag karo. So I thought, why not show you different ways in which you can use supplies just to make cards, and all of them will be floral cards. So this is the first one that we did in our live, and this was using element pack. So just to show you, this is the element pack that I used. This is called as watercolor floral 1, and I just selected the one part, I fussy cut it, and that became the focal point of my card. It's a slimline card because a lot of you had been asking for some slimline card inspiration, and then I completed it with a sentiment. I think this is a friendship sentiment. Yeah, this is a friendship sentiment sheet, that what I have used. Thank you, Suprita. Hopefully, next week, fingers crossed, lot of new exciting stuff that, I really could have used it in today's live. I was so excited, but I could not. So, yeah, waiting. So, the next card that we did was transfers. So, this is again the same technique that we did in our art journal class, right? One of the art journal live. So, I did some stamping in the background using my favorite stamp as always. I used one of the transfer its that we did. The name and the code I think is Spring Flowers. Just a second, I'll show it to you. So this is the one which I use. This is called as Spring Flowers 13. Okay. And all I did was, this is kind of a flat card. So I added that in the background and then the sentiment. So this sentiment is also, I think, Friendship's Day sentiment that I used. Thank you, Craving Crafts. Thank you, Anita. Thank you, Winnie's Corner. So this is the third card that we made. Now this used our journaling stickers because a lot of you wanted ideas using our journaling stickers. Even in during our journaling lives, I had gotten a couple of comments from people. So even if guys I miss out any of your comments, I do go back and check them out. So feel free to comment if you want something. We will do it for you guys. Don't worry. If not now, please be assured that we are working on it back end, because it is all about customers, right? So this is the journaling sticker rolls. This was the potted plants and vintage frames that I used to make this card. And then in the background I have used this musical stamp, and then these are all motivational sentiments that I used. And this was another slimline card that we made. Thank you, Craving Craft. Thank you, Parvati. Thank you, Anita. And this was the last. This is like the most traditional card. So this is using our stamps. Like, we have a huge collection of stamps, which I showed in the start. So I'll just take you through that again. Now, mind you, these are not the stamps, all the stamps. Like, I may not have some of them. So just to show you, right? So this is the stamp set which we used. This is called as You Are in My Thoughts. And just to take you through some of the stamps which I have kept aside right now for life, just to show you the collection. This is called Delicate Flowers. This has beautiful succulents in them. This is called Friends Forever. Then we have Happily Ever After, which is another beautiful floral stamp. Then we have Mom You Rock. So this is like a Mother's Day stamp set, but it also has this beautiful flower that you could have used. Then I was actually going to use this sentiment in my card, but I decided to go with a pre-printed one, but we could have definitely used this. Then we have ethnic borders, which has these beautiful ethnic borders which also has flowers in them, so they make beautiful border cards, if you want to go for something very simple and traditional looking. Then we have this tulip, which is just a note. So there are a lot of floral stamps option in craft angles if you guys are looking for it. I just used one of it. Honestly, any floral stamp from craft angles would have worked for this concept. And what I did was, since this is a Pride month, I decided to go with rainbow. And using our liquid watercolors, I kind of blended this. And I simple sentiment, and that's it. A great motivational card. So this is what we all made, guys. Two slimline and two regular sized cards, using a lot of supplies from craft angles, not just card making supplies. So you could say that today's session was how to use non card making supplies for card making, because these all three supplies that we used were non card making supplies. So this is used by scrapbookers, this is used by decoupage artist and mixed media artist, and this is used by our journaling artist a lot. But when you think about it, there is nothing you cannot use anywhere. Just think outside of box and you'll be able to do it. So yeah, craving crafts in my last one, I used the traditional stamping because I felt अगर मैं नहीं करूँगी तो तुम लोग मुझे मारोगे कि stamping और card making बनाया और stamping नहीं दिखाया. So I thought, I have to do it. Suprita, thank you, thank you. So just to show you guys the inspiration for today's this card, right? It came from my journal. That is why I highly suggest that you guys do journaling. So this is my small mini journal, you could say, and I kind of do new things on this just to try some out of box techniques. And I really liked how this page turned out, and I converted this into a card today. So you can see it's the same concept but in a different way. So, journaling, of course, is a way to have fun, to, kind of de stress. But at the same time, you can try out new layouts, new things which you can later on use in your cards. Again, this is a thing that we did in our art journal, and then, I kind of reciprocated the same thing on my card. So, feel free to experiment. And if you are scared that if I do it on a project, wo kharab ho jayega, so do it on such kind of journaling books. And whatever you like on a small scale, you can definitely do it on a bigger scale, thoda layout change karke. Hi Cordelia. So that was my mini, you could say, my mini journaling book that I have been filling, and we have been sharing reels for this. The first two pages, the reels have come in. We will be sharing reels of this soon, and this one as well. So, yeah, exciting stuff. And just to show you, right, for those of you who did not join our earlier lives, uh, which was the page? Yeah. So this was the live that we did, right? Where we experimented with transfers and stamping and how they react, etc. So I actually took the same concept on this card. So this was what we tried out on journaling, and this is what we made in a card. So, don't guys, trust me, don't be restricted. Journaling is a way to have fun, but again, you can use the same concept in a card as well. Just think of how you can do it. So, you have used lovely. Thank you, Urvi. Urvi, you must try journaling. Trust me, it's liberating. It has improved my crafting a lot. Like I have 4 journals that I'm doing right now. You should definitely do journaling. I cannot stress it enough. It for every artist and every crafter, you should have a journal. Vinita, you once you start journaling, you get addicted to it. There is no two ways about it. So now I'll not bore you. I'll rather talk to you face to face because I was like, kitna table dikhao, right? So let me just okay. So yeah, absolutely. I saw your page, Vinita, today using Craft Angle Supply on journaling. Lovely page. Craving Craft also made a Father's Day page today, right? Using her journaling supplies. That was also very pretty. I think she did transfer it on a journal. That was really nice. Yeah, mini journaling, matlab, for Urvi, if you want to start small, start like chota mini journal, don't go like big ones. If you are like, you don't know how to fill it, etc., start small, but definitely do art journaling. I feel you should. It will help you a lot in your craft. So that was the live for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you, Vinita. Same here, same here. I love potted plants. It's one of my favorite. It's been crowd favorite. I honestly thought शायद लोगों को अच्छा ना लगे. Maybe it looked a bit weird. Okay, let me send. लोगों को maybe people will not like it, but apparently people have loved that particular design, the potted plants one. And of course, Craving Craft. I enjoy these live sessions, they are really fun. I'm so happy that I could encourage you. Oh, yes, one last thing. I spoke about everything, and then, I forgot last thing that I had spoken in earlier. So just to show you one last thing before I wrap up, of course, I'll be talking about it again in my release live. But we have done kind of a soft launch of a new product, which is called as Craft Angles Promotional Kits. The first thing that we are releasing in this kit is this mandala decoupage tray and coaster set. Now the idea behind this promotional kit is that you get to try craft angle products. If you are new to a particular art, you get all supplies that you need to do that craft, and it will be super affordable. That's our whole idea. So this is specifically for people who want to try new things or who want to try our products, but मन में हिचकिचाहट है कि should I do this, should I not, should I invest, should I not? So trust me, guys, these are going to be super affordable. Now, for example, this kit where you make 4 coasters, you make this tray. Everything is inclusive except scissors and brushes, which I know all of us have. So everything except that, it is for 500 rupees. And if you so this 500 rupees is for a physical class in Kandivali in Mumbai, in our studio on 2nd July. And if you are doing an online course, so it also has a course. And for those of you who have already done my course, because I know a couple of you from the chat have already taken my card making courses. My courses are in depth. I don't believe in doing 15-minute tutorials. This particular, I think, tutorial is 1.5 hour long. Again, I teach you all the tips and tricks. It's not just a FF video that I do. I don't even do that for my YouTube videos or live. So trust me, there'll be a lot of techniques, lot of things that you'll learn alongside. And for this, we are charging flat 100 rupees shipping pan India. So the total online price for this kit is 600 rupees. inclusive everything except scissors and brushes. And if you do this in store on 2nd July in studio with us, it's a make and take. So there is no kid there, but you come and we'll chat, and we'll make something together, and it's a kind of a make and take thing that we are doing in our studio. So if you come there, the price will be 500 rupees. So depending on what you want to do, you could definitely check this out. It has already started being sold on our website. We have already sold a couple of kits. These kits are currently on pre-order. They'll be started shipping from 23rd, I think. So on first come first serve basis, the kits will be started shipping off. And again, guys, we are going to do limited kits. So we are only going to release a limited amount of kits for each and everything. And depending on whether you want to try it or not, you can check it out. I can assure you that nothing is going to come cheaper than this on our website. And these are the most cheapest kit that you'll find. And also, since we these are promotional kits, um, we will not be having any sale on them ever. Like, if you we know a couple of our customers who bought these in bulk. Even if you buy these in bulk, or even if you like, let's say, even if there is a sale going on, like craft angle sale, etc., these will not come in those sale. These are going to be completely separate, because they are going to be extremely affordable for you. So that was on the kit. And this is the first kit that we are releasing. In my tray also, yes, yes, darling, everything. So everything is included. The tray is included. This is a 6 by 8 inch tray, which is one of our most popular MDF tray. And then you get these four coasters, so they are all blank. Then you get paint that is needed, all the relative paint, the varnishes, everything, the designs, everything you get. And you also get a free course. So that if you have already seen my online course, we have a platform. So in the kit, you'll get instructions on how you can access that particular course for free on our course platform. So I know already, things have gotten started to sell. That's why, I wanted to let you guys know about this before my release next week, in case they get sold out. We have added quite a lot of kits, so that, it doesn't get sold out and people will have it enough. But I know the kind of inquiries we are getting. I just wanted to let you guys know that if you are a Craft Angles fan, you must try these kits. So this is the first kit. I do plan to release another kit, and the sneak peek of that will come in our next live, which is going to be a release live. Like, whenever next release live that we do, that is where I'm going to give you a sneak peek of my next kit. And trust me, guys, you're going to love it. So that was the live for today, guys. And yeah, I have covered everything that I wanted to cover. I showed you all the stamps. Okay, see, now that I say, I forgot one more thing. Since Raksha Bandhan is around the corner, for those of you who are looking to, make customized Raksha Bandhan stuff, etc., check out our these two stamp set. These are one of the oldest stamp set and one of the most popular craft angle stamp set. But still, I wanted to, like, kind of show them to you, in case you have not bought it, in case, you missed out on all those so many projects that have been posted about it. Definitely check them out. We also have a Raksha Bandhan transfer it. I will probably share the link in the chat for the Raksha Bandhan transfer it. So just like how we had our Mother's Day, Father's Day transfer it, we also have Rakhi transfer it. So, you can make custom projects for your brother for Rakhi, etc. And probably what I'll do is, we'll start sharing reels also using these. And if you are interested in us doing a live using these stamp set, do let me know. We can do a live using these stamp set, and make a couple of cards and tags, whatever, for Rakhi. So do comment below, or we may do a poll, but do comment below. I would love to hear whether you would want to see projects using these in a live, or would you like our typical YouTube tutorials and reels, etc. So that was about Rakhi, which is also, I know, it's an upcoming thing, and a lot of people have already started making projects for it. So that was our live for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed. and this inspired you to try out different techniques, try out products in different ways. So don't be limited as an artist. Use anything and everything that you have in different ways. I have used chalk paints in my card making tutorial as well. So don't be worried that chalk paint is just for decoupage. You could honestly use everything anywhere. Thank you, Vinita. So that was our live for today, guys. I will see you in my next live. Next live is going to be with Parvati, where I do a mixed media tutorial with her. And she will be doing it, and I will be kind of a person who reads out all the comments and we chit chat. And also next month we are having a couple of new faces in our life, so I hope you are excited for that. We are trying out different model where we have a couple of our other DTs also coming in and making projects for you, not just me. So do stay tuned for those lives as well, and thank you guys as always for all your support. Cordelia, thank you, for your love of our transfer sheets. Our transfer sheets, trust me, guys, people have loved it, and we have gotten sold out so many times, and we are working very hard on getting you new designs, which will be launching soon. So I am giving you kind of a hint that we will be launching new transfers soon. So, and also, yeah, one more thing that nobody reminded me, but we do have a craft angles brand days going on. Today is a second day and tomorrow will be the last day. So on all craft angles product there is additional 15% off. So if you go on our website, which is handmade.com, there is a big banner on the website which has all the coupon code, everything. And if you are interested in buying craft angles product, go for it, check it out, how to use the coupon code, everything is available. So just click on that banner and it will take you to the page with all the coupon details. And trust me, place an order by tomorrow to save yourself money, which you can invest in other things as well. Oh, yes. See, Parvati reminded me one more thing. There are so many things going on, yeah. So we also have a design team call open. So our DT call is open in case you are interested to be part of our design team or brand. Do send us entries. There are a lot of entries. So while we are selecting people, I'll be very honest. We select, and sometimes it's heartbreaking to even not let certain people in because there are so many entries. Okay, so don't take it too hard. Do apply, even if you are not even if you are not part of our team in the previous years, you may be a part of our team in the upcoming years. And it's completely unbiased, guys. It's not about it's all about projects. Personally, for me, if I love your projects, if a couple of team members in my team love your projects, then you'll be part of our team. It's as simple as that. So please, please, please do apply in case you are interested in Craft Angles design team call. And thank you, Vinny's Corner. You handmade Rakhi every year, yaar. Sahi hai. I used to do it as a kid. Now I don't do it. I think I used to make Rakhis as a kid. But I kind of now I'm so I don't know, I it those all things, yeah, it got lost when we became adults. Now it's all about अरे buy कर लो फटाफट late हो जाएंगे. So but that's a good idea, making handmade rakhis. Thank you, Neeta Craft. Any scrapbooking supplies in upcoming launch? Well, we did Element Pack launch recently. Now, papers, yeah, guys, I'm debating, right now whether we should not, because there are already so many papers in market. So I don't know. I'm kind of contemplating. We already have a lot of paper scrapbooking supplies in our brand. So we have cardstock, we have scrapbooking papers, Urvi, in case, you missed out, there is a huge collection of craft angle scrapbooking papers that we already have. Many of them already have corresponding element pack as well, which you can cut and use. We do have some ideas. I will give you that hint that we are working towards it. I one particular product that I'm dying to bring under our brand, and let's see, like I cannot comment right now. I have to see manufacturing and stuff, but fingers crossed we do get it under our brand. And I would love to do papers, but not immediately, maybe a year or so down the line. Yes, yes, guys, do apply if you are interested in our design team call. Again, I will ask someone to add the stories on Instagram and Facebook with the link is in our profile bio. So, you can directly go on our profile and check our links in bio, and you'll be taken to the DT call page. And there, you can check all the details out. Some broad transparent washi tape. Vinita, you are a mind reader. It is going to come, not immediately, but it is in our mind, because I know a lot of people in journaling love clear transparent washi tapes. We are working on it. There was an issue that we are trying to sort out in manufacturing, and I'm happy to tell you that we have sorted that out. So it will come soon. It's in the designing phase right now. And Vinita, don't one other product that you were really interested in looking forward, that is also going to come soon, because I know you had asked us that in one of your live. So, guys, I do remember what you guys tell me. So, your comments do matter. As a customer, I listen to you. That's one thing that I have learned over the period of my so many years of experience as a brand owner, that whatever we bring, if we don't appease you as customers, it's all waste. So definitely, whatever you say, if it is possible, it will definitely come out. Yeah, Vinita. Yeah, Rakhi, right. I also have to start, I feel I'll start making cards and, send, add you guys in the inspiration of how to use our Rakhi stuff, Rakhi transfers, Rakhi stamps, etc. I still need to check when is Rakhi, but yeah, I think it should be somewhere in August. So that was the live for today, guys. Watch out for our next two live. One of them is going to be a release live, and then one of them is going to be live with Parvati on our Instagram, where we'll be making a mixed media project. And I think I bored you enough. It's already been 1 hour 45 minutes, so I'll not bore you now anymore. And I'll see you in my next live, guys. Till then, take care. Bye.